Hello everybody, Russian Batman here, back with another video, and today I have a pretty cool showcase to show y'all. It is, I've made a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse showcase. Yes, and yeah, I don't have that many figures. If y'all want to see more, pretty amazing Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse showcase, figures, I meant, go check out Potato Mean's video. Potato Mean made this huge video, big compilation of all the figures he has made. He's also shown them off on Instagram, so I highly recommend to watch Potato Mean's video. It kind of, watching the movie and watching his showcase, it kind of influenced me to make my own, so that's what I did, mostly the movie, but I want to give Potato Mean some credit, so please go watch Potato Mean. He makes some great stuff. I'll leave the link to his video and his channel in the description. Go watch it. But without further ado, let me show off the figures I've made. First of all, first figure I want to show off is Ben Reilly's Spider-Man. I had a lot of fun with this. I remember when I thought of making this, I thought like, Potato Mean has not made Ben Reilly Spider-Man. But then I looked at his Instagram and he did make Ben Reilly Spider-Man. It's Ben Reilly, right? I'm getting it right. Lego has made an official version, but not with the black shading. And I'm really happy. I have made other superhero minifigures where I add like a lot of shading to them. I'm trying to find an example. I like to call it like the comic book shading. I'm trying to find, oh, here's a good one I've made in the past. Like this Daredevil, right? A lot of weird kind of shading going on there. But this one, like I said, because this is how he appears in the movie with this weird kind of dramatic, very black heavy shading. And yeah, that's what I decided to do. The belt is just, the belt and the hoodie are pieces that already exist, and make any new pieces for this guy. But you know, it's just kind of a simple paint job, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Also, I'm surprised that we haven't gotten that utility belt before in this color. But yeah, I think it's only coming like yellow, brown, and a few others, but not a silver, interestingly enough. Next figure I've made is I made the Spot, but I changed it up a little bit. This isn't your standard Spot. This is kind of like the powered up evil kind of Spot. I did try to add a lot of color in the black. So if you look there's some like red mixed in, right? Just to kind of make it look all kind of crazy. I don't think it's as dramatic as I wished it would turn out looking. I still really like it with all the white kind of circles on the black torso. I'm happy with how it turned out. Like I said, I do think, I try to make it like look really dramatic with all the colors in there. It doesn't look as dramatic as it looks. Maybe if I like add a cool black background with spots, it would look really cool. But as it is by itself, not as cool as it looked in the movie, but I'm still really happy with how it turned out. And like I said, just simple black minifigure, painted up. Nothing fancy there. Speaking of nothing fancy, this next figure is the exact opposite. I decided to make Miguel O'Hara, and let's show him off. Boom. And as you can clearly see, he is a big boy. I decided to kind of go the opposite route of Potato Mean did. Potato Mean, when he made his Miguel O'Hara, he decided to make it a standard kind of minifigure, right? No, he does. I know Potato Mean does tend to make torso modifications. He decided not to for this when he made his, and he also decided to go less kind of comic book shading and more techie, if that makes sense, right? A lot of like little lines. I decided to go the opposite. I modified the heck out of this torso and made him, added a whole bunch of that kind of comic book highlighting with the spots on there, and the comic book shading with all the dark and kind of the middle, right? I'm really happy with how this turned out. The way I did this, I just cut up a torso, and then so he's still posable, like he can still move his hands. It's a little bit tricky. He has the red in the inside of his hands, which I'm really happy with how it looked. I just took a red minifigure hand and painted on the top of it. Also, I don't usually paint the back of minifigures, but this time I decided to, just because I didn't want to make it look plain. Also, I'm really happy with how the weird spikes he has on the back of his hands. The way I made that is actually I cut the ends off minifigure cup pieces and just glued it on there. I do think the red coloring could have transitioned a little bit better between the red paint and the actual red. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I'm really, and also try to add a little bit of the neck muscles. Yeah, going on here. Because, you know, that's the major thing. And then, like I said, the major reason I decided to make him bulky is because I think his silhouette is just, it's so, it's so different than like a Lego minifigure silhouette, right? To the point where I think if you make it a regular minifigure, it doesn't really look right. Like a regular minifigure is kind of thicker on the bottom, thinner on the top, where Miguel O'Hara's is the exact opposite. And I just didn't think it would look good with an old minifigure. So that's why I did this, and it looks, I really like it. So yeah, that is and then gave it a finish with Mod Podge. So that is my entire Across the Spider-Verse showcase. Only 3 figures, but like I said, if you want to see a lot of really cool figures, go check out Potato Bean's video. Highly, highly recommend. But yeah, also give him a subscribe. Tell him I sent you. Tell him Russian Batman sent you. And yeah, tell him he's stinky. Yeah, and go watch the 2011 film Rango. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and yes, sayonara, sucker. Yee. Did I tell you to watch Rango? I think I did.